And unfortunately, resources have been slashed to the point where quality journalism is suffering. We now find ourselves constantly having to explain to readers why we can't do this story or that. We simply don't have a staff, we don't have the resources, or we don't have the time. I joined the union in hopes of changing these basic standards by, at long last, having a seat at the table and a voice that will be heard, because that has not been the case. I'm fortunate. I'm at the tail end of my career. I worry about the legacy that we're going to leave behind for my younger colleagues who became journalists for the same reasons as I did, but have to deal with the aftermath to come. I worry about our community, who without vital information will be left in the dark with unchecked accountability in local government. And it's not just accountability, it's just the wonderful, heartfelt stories that inspire people in the community. All these things will be lost. These things must be preserved, but they need to be better. And the only way to get it better is to keep having these dialogues, and hopefully we can all come together and work together, and our voices can finally be heard, and we can find some kind of common ground to advance this industry. Not really advance it, get back to what it used to be. You know, that noble, heartfelt cause that was the reason why we all became journalists in the first place. I've always said a difference between a reporter and a journalist is a reporter collects a paycheck, and a journalist is someone that you just are from the inside out. I look forward to the opportunity to become a journalist again. Look forward to our talks. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Ryan Balog. I'm a reporter at the Bradenton Herald. Going through this process was important to me because the current conditions at our newspaper and in our industry as a whole are just not sustainable. And at the end of the day, that hurts our readers and it hurts the communities that we cover. As far as turning things around, I think that more resources and better working conditions are going to be imperative to creating a real future for our news outlet and others. And hopefully a more profitable future for the company as well. I'm really looking forward to working with McClatchy to find some solutions so that we can take journalism into the future successfully. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ryan Callahan, and I've been with the Bradenton Herald for 3 short years. But in that time, I've seen us lose several reporters and most of our editors, leaving countless stories untold in Manatee County. I know that every single one of us with the Bradenton Herald News Guild are really excited to have contract negotiations beginning this week. We started this effort with a better newsroom in mind, and we hope that we can work with the company and make that happen. As I mentioned earlier, these heavy layoffs and staff departures have left us with a really thin staff. We do the best we can do, but we know that we can do way better. We want to see McClatchy fight for what's right, and that's a fully funded newsroom. We want to see less pay gaps, better benefits, and most importantly, more reporters who are dedicated to reporting on the issues in Manatee County. We all look forward to working with McClatchy, doing what's right, and creating a stronger newspaper for the community.
For me, the decision to form a union here in Bradenton was born after the last major cuts to our newsroom in October 2019. At the time, we were told no reporters' jobs would be affected, but that was simply not true. Every year since I've been here, I've watched this newsroom continue to shrink, and each time, my job and that of my colleagues has been affected. Each year, we're asked to do more with less, and I was angry and tired of it. And I decided that it was time to do something about it, and together, we agreed that we didn't want to just fight for better conditions for ourselves, but to save what we provide this community every day, ensuring that good local journalism continues to thrive here at the Bradenton Herald as it has done so for 98 years.
Hello. To those of you who don't know me, I'm Giuseppe, education reporter for the Bradenton Herald. I started here over 2 years ago, and I've come to love the people I work with and the community I work for. But things have drastically changed since my first day in March 2018. We lost more than half a dozen reporters and editors in that time. Some were involuntary, and while others left on their own accord, the company never filled those positions. We've continued to give our all to this job and this town, but it would be dishonest to say that we're putting out the same number of stories and the same high-quality work. Some days are better than others, but it's not always possible to produce the caliber of work that we like with how understaffed we are. We are able to produce quality work with our current resources, but it comes at a great cost. If this newsroom were a car, it would be running on empty. Energy is low, morale is low, and frustrations are high. I'm afraid for the future of the Bradenton Herald. I don't believe the current situation is sustainable. I wonder how the newspaper will be able to retain its current employees. If people move on, I'm wondering if the paper will be able to replace them. If it has the desire, will it be able to attract the same high-quality talent in its current state? And when it comes to any current or prospective employees, something needs to be done about salaries. There seems to be no rhyme or reason when it comes to how much someone is paid. People with more time at the paper and more past experience are sometimes paid much less than their coworkers. Why is that? I'm grateful for the opportunity to have these discussions, and I look forward to securing a positive future for the Bradenton Herald, the people of Manatee County, and this company. Thank you.